Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to make my carrot cake overnight oats. It's really easy and we're going to take a really big shortcut with this by using protein powder. So first thing we're going to need is a cup of oats. I'm using the sprouted oats from 1 Degree. We're going to pop that right into the jar. And this makes 2 servings, so a half a cup of oats per serving. I'm adding 2 scoops of protein powder. I'm using the Be Amazing brown sugar oatmeal. I just love this one for oats, especially like oats like this, like carrot cake. It really does amp up that flavor even more. And we're going to add in a tablespoon of ground flaxseed. I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of my homemade walnut butter. Now we're going to add a half a tablespoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, and then we're just going to use 1/8 teaspoon of all the rest of these seasonings: nutmeg, cardamom, allspice, and cloves. And we're going to want just a pinch of salt in there. Now we're going to want to shred our carrots. I shred mine on this one, not the smallest, but not the biggest. And I'm using 2 small carrots. You could use 1 large carrot. So we got a little less than a cup of grated carrot, maybe like a half a cup. Now last but not least, we need to add our milk of choice. I'm going to be using almond milk for this day. You can use whatever milk you want. Basically, I'm going to fill it up, and then I'm going to use a spoon or a rubber spatula and push it down in there and mix it around and add milk until it's completely covered in the plant-based milk. All right, and this is the consistency we are looking for. So it's about 3 to 4 cups of plant milk in there. So now we are going to make sure this is mixed around really well, which I did already. We're going to put a lid on it, and then we're going to pop it in the fridge and let it sit there overnight. Alright, and this is the next day, and this is what it looks like. It's thickened up beautifully, but it's not too dry, which is my biggest pet peeve of overnight oats. If you don't mix it well enough, then it gets really dry and sad, or if you don't add enough liquid. And I'm going to show you guys how it looks when I plate it up. Alright, and there it is, guys. And you can have these hot or cold. I have some toasted walnuts on there, a little bit of coconut shreds. If you had some walnut butter, I'd recommend putting that on as well. But remember, we did add walnut butter into the mix. But this is just such a nice, it's a good way to get in some extra veggies too. But it tastes amazing. I hope you guys give this one a try. Enjoy.